Let's have a look at the Australian dollar. Now, the Australian dollar, you can see there, has had a little bit of an overcorrection in my mind. I'm a strong believer it's always been in the 70, 75 cents natural range. And we see it move through that up to as high as 79 there for a little while. Everyone was pretty worried. And again, we go back just to the previous year and it was touching 60 cents Aussie to the US. That's pretty low, but we see we got all the way back to 79 and then it's now recorrected and it's back in that 70 to 75 cent range, which I do believe is the natural range. So I'm going to stay with my prediction for the currency to 70, 75 cents. I still believe that to be what I think is a comfortable range. And the reason I believe that is Australia still is one of the strongest economies in the world and therefore deserves to have a reasonably priced currency. If you look at the GDP growth, we did technically go into recession for 1 quarter and then bounce back out. And not only bounce, look, we've come back with an 8% plus GDP growth year on year now. Now, don't get excited about that. That's not the new norm. It's because GDP is coming off the low base of the low point 12 months ago. So don't expect it to be 8% now going forward. It'll come back towards the normality of the 3s and 4s. But that's still very good numbers in a very weird world. But importantly, it's what makes up that growth. And to me, you can see the primary driver of GDP growth is not government spending. It's not mining activity. It's not business activity. It's good old-fashioned consumer consumption. It's you, me, and Mr. and Mrs. Everybody going out and just living a normal life. Buying food, buying groceries, driving our cars, changing things over, moving around. And I've said for over 2 decades now, that's all that's required. There's enough activity from normal living to stimulate growth. And proof in point is that consumption driver is literally 6% GDP growth by itself this year. Again, kicks back quickly because a lot of people were in lockdown, they couldn't spend much, but that shows that it's still underlying strength. It's not stimulus, it's just normal activity. And that's why I'm comfortable and confident in the Australian market and economy staying where it is and justifying a good currency level.